going on, you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT. It's time to get ready for round 3 of the 2019-20 Exhibition Series of the Nations Cup Season 3 on Gran Turismo Sport. Now we are racing at Circuit de la Sarthe for 7 laps, and this is going to be on the Group 1 category for today. For this start type, this is going to be on the grid start with a false start check, so gonna get started to begin by having the 2 choice of the tire ratings that this might be recommend. So looks like this is going to be quite getting started to use the Toyota TS050 Hybrid for today, but this is going to be having a good balance of performance regulations that this will be all set and ready to go. So before enjoying watching the video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out some more videos if you like. Feel free to enjoy it anytime you want for the entertainment. So let's go and get ready to race, and let's get it started. This is going to be a super fast challenge for 7 laps around in Le Mans, folks, because this is going to be having an all-out Group 1 battle that this might be ready to go. So I hope this is going to be having some several 3 prototype race cars that this might be given the specific type that this might be doing perfectly to get started. So here we go. This race will be going for having a lot of good clean effort. So here we go. The race is about to begin right now. Here we go, it's round 3 of the 2019-20 Exhibition Series of the Nations Cup on GT Sport. So let's go over with the drivers for the Group 1 car, so here we go. Luxo is taking first place with a TS050 Hybrid. Second place is Will with GT Seb, takes the TS050 Hybrid. Psycho Proudly takes third place with the Alpine Vision GT 2017. Rockability Outlaw takes the LM55 Vision GT Group 1 in 4th place. Gideon 80X is in 5th place for the Gold TS050 Hybrid. Colchino is taking 6th place for the Mazda 787B. Elger Chu takes 7th place on the TS050 Hybrid. Gripon HOS in 8th place for the Nissan R92 CP. That guy 6494 takes the Porsche 919 Hybrid in 9th place. PSRT Mr. Maku 62 in the Peugeot. 11th place is Third Fiercely with an Alpine Vision GT 2017, and looks like there's 28T in 12th place. Followed by myself in 13th place with a UDRS in Sport Tech library on the TS050 Hybrid. Pink Tool Floyd in 14th place for the Apex library. CNF No Limit Busa in 15th place for the Porsche 919 Hybrid. Bonnie T in 16th place for the McLaren Vision GT Group 1. Tyrion F. Luia in 17th place for the Jaguar SJR9. JRD 13 in 18th place for the Hyundai N2025 Vision GT. RCR 29 is in 19th place for the LM55 Vision GT. So looks like this is going to be having 19 drivers in total for this race. So I hope this is going to be quite getting started to be prepared for one awesome grid start to begin. Just keep holding the brakes until whenever it's going to be on the green. So this might take 5 seconds to go. And the planes will be flying in, and here we go. This is going to be going on the way. Looks like this is going to be having a lot of pressure out there. Oh man, looks like I just definitely might be got pushed off on it. Looks like this is going to be quite very tough on the wrist. So be very careful out there, folks. This is going to be in the intense race that this is going to be having a lot of massive collision out there. So try not to get slammed into each other. Otherwise, you'll get reported or being sent into the Shadow Realm, because it's going to be a very tough penalty that this is going to be onto the tough start. Now this is going to be the first ever moment that this wheel might be having a lot of massive collision out there, so try to stay careful because this isn't a bumper car race for a Group 1 race, because this is the moment for each competitive wheel might be taking the best moment, wheel might be going on to take on the best race in Le Mans. So this wheel might be taking on in the first lap, so hope this is going to be taking some few effort turns. Wheel might be going in to take the high speed out the straights. And here comes the first part of the chicane. Hope this is going to be quite getting started out to see it, so there's going to be a lot of yellow flag that this wheel might calling in by the signal that this is going to might need to take the chance to going in. Now looks like top 3 lucky drivers just definitely might be taking on the racing survival. We'll be going on to see it. So it looks like Luxo is now definitely might be taking the lead, and it looks like, oh man, Hyperion-Blue-GT is definitely might be went past through me. So it looks like this is going to be taking a little quick sip of a nick of time. It is going to be quite giving a lot of speed. Will might be coming in to see it, because Group C cars are definitely might be being original that this one might be taking the legend. Now this is going to be a very tough chase that this wheel might be catching up onto the top position, but there's going to be having some few braking points, so just going to keep in track to keep it monitored, because it might need that handling. Wheel might be taking the skill to perform. Now it looks like Sarthe is definitely might be taking on 9th place by the penalty of 7 seconds, but there will be having a lot of drivers will be going in onto the penalty line for only a few distance left, because it's gonna be a lot of messy effort. Will might be taking a chance to going in for having a lot of racing survival at the finish, but this is going to be taking a lot of few efforts Will might be taking on. So here comes onto the driving line. Will might be going in to reach to the second penalty line, so hope this wheel might be given the best way to slow down. Staying on it in 10th place. This is going to be taking the best run for UDRS in Sport Tech for the Toyota TS050 Hybrid. Will might be taking the good skills. Will might be taking the good mobility. Will be able to survive on this race. Will might be taking on for the best moment, but it's going to be taking plenty more patience. Will might keep it in. So stay concentrated, but this is going to be taking a lot of skill. Will might be coming in to perform. There you go. Looks like few other drivers are now entering onto the third and final penalty line. We'll be going into the next lap. So this will might be make one step closer to reach up onto 7th place. Kind of say that this is going to be having a lot of skills that this wheel might be more likely to perform. Now going into the second lap, this is going to be quite getting closer, since the first lap was turned out to become a very intense moment. So this wheel might be taking a lot of good precision, that this wheel might be taking a good skills to be on the inside of the track. Will go in by the apex. Now looks like Cochino just definitely might be took that penalty by only 0.5 seconds, so just gonna have to try to be very careful onto the ignoring track limits. But this is going to be quite very good to see how the Mazda 787B is going to be on for the track for the historic racing moment. Oh man, looks like RCR 29 just definitely might be giving us one slam on the bump, because this is definitely might be need to keep it well careful. Now it's going to be quite very closer to sit past in, and Mazda LM50. Oh man, looks like I just got hit by Benetti, and now this is going to be having a 1 second on the penalty. Well, this is going to be quite very hard to see that this might be having a little bit forced to be pushing the opponent up, but by the mistake, folks, it's going to be quite very difficult for each 3 specific prototype race cars that this is going to be taking a one grueling battle, that this will might be taking the limits. Just going to have to try to keep it reminder whenever going in onto the chicane on Circuit de la Sarthe, just try to keep it well maintained if any LMP1 drivers are still trying to perform, because it requires skills that this wheel might be needed to avoid incoming behind drivers from the approach. It looks like Vanity just definitely might be went past through me, so hope this will might be happening. The McLaren will be taking on the Mustang. Turn will be going on the inside. So UTRS in Sport Tech is going to catch up onto his position, so this will might be taking the few distance, will might be going in without taking a single bump hit by having a return to sender. Is definitely not having the option, so this will might be need to have a one good clean option. Is going to be having a lot of main focus, is going to be having a lot of injected that this will might be coming on the approach. Heading closer to the second penalty line, will be forced to decelerate, but this wheel might be taking a lot of handling skill, will might be keep a lot of grip wheel coming in. Unfortunately, this is going to be taking a lot of spare time, wheel might be giving a little patience. Now, looks like this is going to be good to see how this race wheel might be taking well organized to have a one challenging solution. But it definitely might be getting a little bit more faster ways, wheel might be taking on with some few turns, because every strong power group 1 cars are definitely might be going in to take the limit. But it's gonna take a while, but it will might need to take plenty of miles for the LMP1 will be going in to take that much of a skill, will might be taking on to do it. So looks like this is going to be taking a 1 second slow down time, will be going up, and then taking on the 4th chicane, will be going in onto the next lap. And then looks like Psycho Crowley is now in 8th place. He is going forward to take for only a few distance to catch up onto Cochino's position lead. So this is going to be quite going in to take 8th place, will be going closer to 7th place. So meanwhile, Roll with GT Seb is definitely might be taking on in 2nd place. He will try to catch up onto Luxos, is now going to be taking a little bit more distant time to be going in to catch it up on it. He will try to do his best, because taking a lot of good distance is going to be quite going in, will take a lot of good acceleration by dealing 2 chicanes including the Mustang. It's going to be quite giving a lot of time to be patient to do it. X-Kid on 80X is now definitely might be doing fine in 3rd place, so he can try to keep it focused. So hope this Will might be catching up with Will with GT Seb before this Will might be taking on the battle of 2nd place. We'll be going for a lot of speed distance, Will might be coming in to be prepared. Just only takes a few distance, Will might race up the acceleration, going for the 6th gear, Will might be going right at it. But I hope this is going to be getting closer by nearly 200 miles, and it looks like Vanity just swooped past in, and here comes the 2nd chicane. This is going to be quite giving a lot of time better that this will might be see how the Vision GT Group 1 car will might be taking the thunder, will might be going for a one action moment. This was going to be taking a lot of few speed, will might be need to coming in. Now approaching in onto the Mustang corner to coming back in, so hope this will might have that good braking point that this is going to be taking the good perfection. And it finally comes back again on 9th place. This will might be continuing up to catch up onto Psycho Crowley's position, so this is going to be quite taking the struggle to see it. So Panenti is now definitely might be keep going pushing back in onto 9th place. So I hope this is going to be taking on that Indianapolis corner section. It is going to be quite giving the tough risk to do it. Looks like it's slowing down, so hope he can try to keep it well maintained. That's going to be having his best option to try to keep it well controlled. There you go. Looks like this is going to be taking the long chase that this will might be dealing with 2 Vision GT Group 1 cars, or definitely might be taking on the battle to going in. But this will might be getting closer for only 1.4 seconds to catch up on the Psycho Crowley's position. So this is going to be taking a lot of good precision made to take on the Porsche corner. We'll be going on for the most brilliant freestyle that this will might take plenty of handling to perform. Perfect spot on the apex, so this is going to be quite given the good right position that this is going to be quite good to make. Now, looks like this is going to be good to see how several drivers who use the racing soft tires is going to be quite going in onto the pits. This will be having the best time, that this wheel might be taking the most of the halfway mark, that this wheel might take for only one pit stop will be remain. And there you go. This wheel might be getting closer onto 5th place. Hope I can probably try to keep it up with the others. But taking few skills will be more likely to perform by having the racing medium tires will be taking a good strategy, that this wheel might take plenty of distance to going in. Now onto the 4th lap. This is going to be quite getting in. We'll be having the first part of the halfway mark will be going in. And oh man, looks like Vanity just definitely might be giving a little bit bump. So just going to have to try to keep it well careful. But it's going to be quite very riskier it gets. So it might be trying to keep it well maintained to take it easy. Now it looks like Pink Tool Floyd is now definitely on in 7th place. So he's about to catching up onto my current position. So this is going to be having UDRS Import Tech will be taking on with the Apex team. Is going to be quite taking a lot of few strategies. Is going to be taking a lot of good speed that this wheel might be coming in. So I hope I can probably catch up onto Vanitti's position. It's always going to need to raise up the acceleration while taking on for the full straight. Here comes to the next part of the turn of the chicane. So I hope this is going to be keeping in. Oh man, looks like this is going to be quite giving a little bit hard time to see it. So try to keep it well monitored, check on the limit track that this wheel might be keep it careful. So looks like CNF No Limit Busa is definitely might be keep it up on 8th place. So he's trying to catch up onto the Pink Tool Floyd. And it looks like Vanity just definitely might be taking the same turn, so he can probably do his best. Now it's going to be quite very closer to take the chase wheel might be going in. Just gonna have to race up the speed, so hope this is going to be quite good to see how that guy 6494 is definitely might be going on to stay in 4th place before he's about to catch up on to Will with GT Seb. Vanity just definitely might be taking a good clean turn on the Indianapolis corner session. So it looks like this is going to be taking the hard turn on the 90-degree angle on the right. But this wheel might be make it better to take on 5th place. Wheel might be keep moving forward for only 6.4 seconds up ahead to remain. It looks like Luxo is now taking the first one to be in the pits, so hope he can probably take a little bit more spare time to go. This wheel might be taking a little bit patient time to see it, so looks like Xgridon ADX is now definitely might be taking on in the second driver to be in the pits. So hope this is going to be taking enough time that this is going to be quite doing well better to see it. Now coming in onto the 4th chicane, so this is going to be taking the best time. We'll be going on for the next lap. We'll be going in for the pit stop, so hope my tires are definitely might be doing okay to keep it up. So meanwhile, Pink Tool Floyd is now going in to take 5th place by several drivers are entering the pits. This is going to be taking a while for only taking some few turns. We might be going in to take the correction. Is going to be having a lot of few gap distance. We'll be going in. Looks like I'm very closer to the top 3, so I can taste it because this is going to be a lot of plenty distance will be left to go. Now it's going to be quite good to see how that guy 6494 is that we might be taking on in 6th place, so he can probably catching up while he's going in to overtake Pink Tool Floyd. But this is going to be quite very excited to see it. So looks like JRD13 is now definitely might be going on in 8th place. Different drivers are definitely might be keeping in. Will might be going for one fierce high-speed chase that this is going to be taking a lot of faster ways to going in. But now, this wheel might be taking in for the longest chase on the on the battle of 4th place will be going in. This wheel might be taking a lot of good perfection for the moment. So I hope this is going to be quite good to see how well with GT7 Grid on ADX is now definitely might be taking on the battle of 2nd place. Will might be going in to continuing on for taking the longest chase that this will might be keep it well defended. So 2 drivers are definitely might be taking an ongoing race event. Will might be catching up towards the 1st place driver, but this is going to be taking the ever long lasting distance. Will might take the struggle. Now going in to take the Mulsanne corner, so hope this is going to be taking enough time to be having the time to spare. And it looks like that guy 6494 is going to take on in 5th place, so this is going to be taking plenty more distance to be going in. So looks like I'm seeing him right now. This will might be taking a little bit moment. Here it comes, and only just a few distance left by taking the Indianapolis corner session, so this is going to be taking a lot of good perfection to perform. Improvement successful, so this is going to be taking the one short battle between the Toyota and Porsche LMP1 race cars, or definitely might be going in to take the next lap. Will be going on to do it. But it's definitely might be taking a little bit side challenge that this will might be taking a few practice to perform. Now going in onto the Porsche corner, so hope this is going to be taking some few handling turns. Will might be going right at it. He's taking on the inside, so hope I could probably try to keep it careful. Looks like that guy 6494 just passed through me, so gonna need to keep it up by having a lot of risk. So this is going to be having the most recommended time to going into the pits, so this is going to be having the best call to going in. Now this will be going in onto the sports racing soft tires, but this is going to be quite going in to see it. So UTRS and Sport Tech is going to change up the tire type. Will might be going for a lot of good faster grip. Will might be going on to see it. And then this wheel might takes on in 7th place. Will be going in, so hope this is going to be taking on for the 6th lap. Now RCR 229 HKH I-33 is now dipping, might be going on to take a lot of good speed to take. So it's Mazda LM55 Vision Gran Turismo is going to stay well defended to keep it up. While the TS050 Hybrid in Sport Tech is definitely might be going on to see it. So looks like Rockability Outlaw is now definitely going in to take the chase. Now looks like there's going to be a 2 Mazda LM55 will be going on to take the battle. Will might be having a lot of good speed. Will be going in, but this is going to be awesome to see the moment, folks. Let's see how Rockability Outlaw will might be catching up onto RCR's 29th position. It's going to be quite very impressive to see how this might be quite giving a good impressive skill. Will might be taking the good upper hand for only a Vision Gran Turismo car. That this is going to be quite very excited to see it. But looks like there's only have one driver, so looks like CNF No Limit Busa just got that penalty to be marked on the red. So I hope he'll be trying to keep it up to stay well defended before approaching in onto the driving line. This is going to be having a little bit more minor distance approach. Will might be need to keep it in. Now it looks like he's about to take that braking point onto the Mulsanne, so looks like he's slowing down. Now looks like he just definitely lost his grip, so he definitely might be taking a quick recovery. Now this is going to be quite very good to keep it up. Taking some few distance, Will might be going in on the draft. Will might take that good acceleration. Will be going in. And here comes the yellow flag to be calling in on the signal, so hope this is going to be taking that time of the skills. Will might be keep it steady. perfect right turn on a 90-degree angle. So this is going to be quite doing good. Now looks like onto the 5th place driver is now tipping. He might be going in to take some few distance before reaching up onto the penalty line. So this is going to be taking some few skills onto the Porsche corner. Is going to be stepping in. So I hope I can probably catch up onto Rockability Outlaw. So this wheel might be taking some few distance. Wheel might be keep the mobility. Wheel might be staying on track. There you go. Looks like UDRS in Sport Tech overtakes one of the LM55 Vision GT is going in to reach it up. So this is going to be quite very closer in because the final lap is about to begin. Now looks like Baiti is now definitely might be taking a pass time onto the penalty line by crossing in. So he's good to go and get back on the run. So this wheel might be takes the 7th lap. We'll be going in because this race is about to be over soon. Now, looks like this is going to be quite good to see how RCR 29HK, and it looks like Benetti just definitely might be lost his grip, and now taking the recovery, Will might be going right at it. UDRS in Sport Tech is definitely might be catching up to the LM55. Oh man, it looks like this is going to be quite very hard to get. So this is going to be taking a lot of passive turn that this will might be have that ability. Oh man, it looks like Benetti just definitely slams onto me by a mistake. Now it looks like Pink Tool Floyd is now striking back in. Now he's going in onto 6th place, and this is going to be quite very impressive to see how the struggle might be taking the chase will be going on. RCR 29KH is now going to be catching up to Pink Tool Floyd, but this is going to be take a while to be on the overtake, and looks like Rockability Outlaw is striking in. But this is going to be a one tough grueling battle between the LMP1s and Vision Gran Turismo Group 1s. Is definitely might be taking the ongoing battle. Will might be taking on to see it. But this is going to be a 5-car showdown that this will might take the battle of 6th place. What an impressive action moment out there, folks. This is going to be the most brilliant race in the Nations Cup. To see how Group 1 will be taking on the most epic battle. Will might be taking a chance to be at any position. But this is going to be quite very closer to be on the distance. So it looks like Bonetti just definitely might be storming in onto 5th place, and looks like taking the no track, ignoring the track limit by a mistake. So just going to have to keep it well reminded. But this is going to be quite very good to see it, and looks like Luxo is still takes on the lead. So he's doing well. I hope he can probably make it in onto the checker flag in no time, because this is going to be having his best win to do it. Now it's going to be very closer. Will might be pushing up the limit, and then this Will might be striking back in. UDRS in Sport Tech is never going to give up to have a good chance to do it, because it's going to be a very ever long lasting battle to see how it might be dealing with some several Vision Gran Turismo Group 1 cars, or definitely might be taking the faster ways to go on. And oh man, it looks like Bonetti just lost his grip, and now the McLaren just got spun out and being slowed down on the sand trap. This is going to be quite getting in to see it, folks. This is going to be a most intense race to see how this goes, and looks like Luxo has finally made it in 1st place of the 3rd round of the 2019-20 Exhibition Series of the Nations Cup. What the most brilliant race that he had finally done for the time of the moment. Now this is going to be the most awesome race to see how the 1st place driver has definitely might be quite taking the most best gap distance. Will might be taking some time to do it. So looks like he just finally win the race, folks. Roll with GT7 has definitely might be taking 2nd place. And looks like X Gridon in 3rd place. So looks like this is going to be quite very good to see how this race might be quite very impressive to see it. But I mean, this is going to be quite an impressive epic race to see how this might start out to do it. So this is going to be quite very amazing to have a 7th place at the finish before the time runs out. So it's going to be quite brilliant to have this time for the moment. So looks like this is going to be quite good to have a 7th place earning. So this is going to be quite doing good for having a good epic race to see it. So I hope this will. My congratulations to Luxo for the win. So he did a pretty good job for the TSO 50 hybrid. Will might be keep it well defended in first place. So good thing that this is going to be quite giving a lot of time, that this is going to be quite good to impress to see it. So there's going to be a lot of sportsmanship ratings is going to be on the blue or on the red. So looks like this is going to be quite very challenging to try to keep it up or having a one good clean race. So it's always going to be having the choice between the best clean lap or a mistaken run. So this is going to be quite very good to see it. So looks like Rockability Outlaw just definitely made a good response. So that was a very good race along with Cochino and X Gridon ADX. So this is going to be having some one challenging passing moment. So just going to have to try to have a very good respectable moment for having a Group 1 race on Circuit de la Sarthe. So that was a pretty good impressive race out there, folks. So I hope this is going to be quite good to get ready to go for the next round. So it's going to be quite given the time to be ready to go. It was a pretty epic Group 1 competitive race on Le Mans, folks. So looks like we did a lot of good time to keep it up. We're having a lot of faster skills. We'll be taking on with a straight with 2 chicanes. So this is going to be quite very good to get ready to get started for the next round. Is going to be on the Group 3 race to be on Sarthe World Track C. So this is going to be a one short track. We might be getting ready to go. Alright, folks. Glad that you really enjoyed this race. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, bell for notification uploads, and the links on the description down below if you want to see more. And library blog videos are available to watch anytime you want. So this will be the entertainment showcase about different cars with libraries I have been made. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for continuing on of the Nations Cup on Gran Turismo Sport, and I'll see you guys later. Keep on racing. Stay clean.